What's popular YouTube? Another day, another DEEMO. Today we're going to take a look at m0nesy play CS2 in a pug. Why? Because if you want to learn how to play CS, you want to watch m0nesy play pugs, because this is where he workshops. This is his laboratory, right? Dexter's laboratory, it's m0nesy's laboratory, is faceit pugs, especially on Mirage. So that's why we want to watch this, okay? Before we jump in, make sure we listen in for some ASON moments, because I'm going to be talking about pre-aims. Pre-aims that are brought to you by the new smokes in CS2 and how m0nesy is using them. If you have good headphones, your pre-aims are going to be good. If your sound isn't correct and you can't trust it, your pre-aims are going to be off and you're going to die to good players. So make sure to pay attention to those. Boxer has restocked everything on the store. This is going to be the last release that we have on the store before the December 22nd. But on the 1st of December, the site's going under construction. I'm going to tell you right now, if you want to be ahead of the line, go on the website, give us your email to receive your password on December 22nd. We've got a special collection and an even more special collection coming up, okay? But it's going to be limited. So just to let you know, we've been going all out with that. Just like m0nesy's going all out in CS2. He's been a fantastic player this year, bumping up his numbers. m0nesy obviously didn't get to participate in the fall final, so nothing changes for him, but this is a guy who I would be watching if I want to learn how to get ahead of the meta as fast as possible. Whether I'm playing matchmaking, faceit, if I was an FPL, if I was another pro player, I'd be looking at players like m0nesy, players like Rops, players like Floppy, players who are understanding the game in multiple ways right now, farther ahead than a lot of players. And there are probably some nerds out there who aren't as vocal, or maybe they aren't speaking English, so I haven't heard of their knowledge come to the surface. With m0nesy, he wears it on his sleeve. You can see him play and you can see the things that he does. So in this demo, we're going to be taking a look about how to take advantage of the mid-window smoke. And we're going to see some things like double nades and things like that come out in this pug. So it'll be very cool to watch. Stay locked. We're about to jump in. All right, so we got m0nesy on the mid-window spawn right now. Of course, you know with this movement, he's slow scrolling to try to get through to try to double B-hop through the murder hole, just to get through a little bit faster. If the grate is unbroken, you can still slash it while you're b-hopping and make that jump through, so you don't even need someone to shoot it. People always shoot that out, but like you actually can reach farther with your knife. You don't slow down by knifing, so, and you can do it while b-hopping. So there's really no value in teammates shooting it out for you unless they're trying to throw the molly to stop the smoke preemptively. Okay, hard angle here from m0nesy. This is not really what we care about. Of course, he's going to get kills like this because he's Timothy Neutron. m0nesy. Oh, mid-smoke gets missed. And that's why this is a pug. But that's why it's also important to watch. And oh my god, just because it's a pug doesn't mean that we're not going to triple nade window, boys. So you can see what kind of game that is. Now, you might be wondering at this point, why are we watching this demo? Just to watch m0nesy get triple naded in the window? No, that's not why we're watching. We're watching to see how a kid like m0nesy who wants to be aggressive and plays window is going to figure out new ways to fight with the new CS2 nade interactions, okay? And we'll still see nades get used like this aggressively just to do damage. But when we move on to a round like this, that's a full buy, the tone's going to change completely. So m0nesy, what a guy. Drops his AUG. Actually, I got to go back because that's an important play right here. Oh, come the fuck on with these fucking models.
Nice fucking model!
All right, what we're going to be looking at right now is a play from m0nesy. With the HE in hand, his teammate's going to drop an HE. He's going to line this up. Look where he lines it up. Off the cardboard, and he's going to preemptively jump throw this nade. Now, you're listening for the bounce, but you're also expecting the mid explode, as you can see on the map. So they're going to be running out, trusting this instant window smoke that they've thrown. Everybody's already learned the instant Fnatic smokes for window. And this nade is going to blow it up so that Alpha can see out of the window. And there he is. He sees way too much. But there's actually a double nade, okay? And they nade themselves into the window as counterplay. So what we're seeing here is beautiful. It's like Dunkirk, okay? It's Dolby Atmos, okay? With the amount of shit that's happening inside a window. And it's because of two things. It's because we're going to see m0nesy blowing up this window smoke, double nading it with a teammate who's dropping a nade for him constantly. But we're seeing counterplay for the T's to try to punish the specific peak by nading themselves in a window to be able to reinforce their window smoke that comes through. But mind you, it still also blows their window smoke open. So that's something that they have to think about. Now they go for the re-smoke, and this is such a sick play for m0nesy. With the flash that lands right underneath the lip of the window, into Apex, dying, nothing you can do about it. And now you get such a powerful spot, okay? If there's no if there's no underpass lurk in a setup like this spot is so insane. This angle is great. I recommend everybody use this, even if it's just jumping out of the window at the beginning of the round off a good spawn and then sitting here and waiting. No smoke, no nothing. You can use, there are like CS2 one-way smokes that you can use on the steps here to be able to stand and fight into middle, but not necessary. Even just standing down here, it's such a great way to defend connector, to keep mid presence. And also, if you want to use your smoke without telling them that you're here, you can just throw it for underpass if you think that it's pretty much clean. But for the most part, go low telegraph, play here in this position. And as you can see from that jump throw flash that he threw, you can set up a really good way for you to get into here. So Hushan throws a Molotov at m0nesy. He knows he has to fight in this spot. He ends up dying. Still a very good spot to play, and that first kill makes it so that they keep the kill lead the entire time. And of course, keeping underpass open is keeping plays like this denied. Now Spinks, of course, is the guy in upper B, so you don't want to rush the situation. If you end up dying to Spinks, I mean, well, you wouldn't be surprised, right? So they don't want to blow up, but they're playing it very slow, and clear doesn't come in just yet. But there it is. Safe plant goes down. m0nesy, let's see it again. He's got the HE. He's dropping the HE so he can go for the peek. Misses the shot, but you can see it's a clean attempt there versus Apex. No trade comes through from Alpha at the moment. And again, this is the workshop, right? Like in an official match, it would be so clean. You'd be laser sharp. But in this moment where you're trying to set up, okay, who's nading when? How can I get set up? Can I trust you? Things are going to happen where you're a little bit distracted. But this is where you workshop. And then you get to a place where you're doing things that are kind of difficult to execute consistently. But you can see how good the idea would have been. Like, how often is m0nesy going to miss a shot like that? Almost never. We got this jump throw flash once again. But we've already snuck underpass. And he's trying to slow them down inside of middle for his teammate who's now spotted under. Layering the flashbangs. See, not looking to fight in this spot, just to slow people from attacking his teammate, which is the most that he can do from up there. The one folly of this position is that it's hard to get out of. Now, you see the poofy connector smoke gives him a chance to get away, but m0nesy doesn't realize because they're lacking a cap player. They've actually taken over ladder room control, but at least he gets m0 out. That's some good team play. Okay, we're going to keep it going. Just a deagle, and actually, that's what I'm talking about with the movement. You can scroll, B-hop, hit that, and keep going. And you can see a situation where there's no money, so you're not going to be nading that window smoke every time. So there's still value in throwing the window smoke, right? The HE costs money. The fact that you're only going to be using it on rifle rounds. So it's not like the Ts have nothing now. And the Ts can also nade as well. Remember that. They can also punish you for trying to punish them. It's ultra meta, but it's great. I think I'm pointing that out just to say, like, there's so many cool things that you can do from the perspective of a CT or a T to trick your opponents. Here is another great play from m0nesy as he'll run out into the window. He'll do his scroll uninterrupted into the window, get onto the pallet, look to see if the smoke is bad because the dynamic smokes right now, meaning so that there's sometimes a gap, but get into ladder room so fast that they aren't ready for him. Hits an online headshot, falls out into window, jumps out into m0nesy, double headshot into AK, and finally gets traded out by m0nesy. So close to putting on a bigger sequence. But what more can you ask than 2 kills with USP on a round like that? Now, we got the double layer defense. We have the molly to top boxes to make sure they can't take that to fight versus you. Again, supporting m0nesy into nading the window smoke so that he can peek behind it with the flash from his teammate, and this denies mid completely. His teammate is still here underpass, but they've got connector control, so now they've got an escort for him to get out. Again, this is a pug, so they're just throwing in simple tactics, layering them as quick as possible, but they're doing a lot of great stuff. And you can see how most of this can operate just from the player who's behind can make decisions based on the player who's in front. I always find it funny when someone's like, dude, you were fucking standing in front of me the whole time, as if the player in front can see what you're doing. If someone's blocking you, you've got to put yourself out of vision of the person in front of you. They can block you, right? There's situations where they shouldn't have been there at all, but you know what I'm saying? All right, let's check it out. m0nesy getting up into the action. And he takes a very good angle here. I like that m0nesy doesn't go wider than that, because as you can see them running forward, they don't expect him to be there after they just killed one back in the window. And that just allows him to get this very nice cleanup. I'm going to go forward from Apex disconnected. Let's go back in time a bit here. Apex disconnected after that kill, so let's see what happened from his perspective. Okay, all right. That's why he disconnected, I see.
Hey, disconnected.
If I was from the UK, I would say he bottled it. You know what I mean? See how they got that kill in mid, and the connector player falls back, but you can just go and check. And I remember, this is a two-part thing, right? Because you can safely now blow up in smokes to get information, you can also use it to transition to pushing the smoke, right? If he pushes through the smoke right now, it's just as safe as if there was no smoke at all. I don't know if he is going to jump out to clear underpass, for example, but he could do that, and then he could go up connector to fight if he wants to, but it's getting a little bit busy there, so let's see how he deals with it. Instead, he'll just come back. But I think that's actually such an important thing that's also going to change, is that now you can blow up in smokes and push safely. You can do the Stewie 2K in 2014, but you can do it without actually taking any risk at all. All right, last round of the half for m0nesy. There's no one inside of middle. He's only got this Deagle to play with. We saw a lot of good moves out of him, but I don't think there's much left. We'll have this one more fight versus Apex. He'll go down, but that's it. But he still leaves us with a wealth of knowledge, baby. m0nesy, what a guy. His demos are invaluable, and they're all available for download on Faceit if you want to watch those ones specifically. Remember, if you're watching a tier 1 demo, there's going to be some stuff about clearing angle that you know the other guy holds. You know, taking some risk that's specifically tailored or spoke to that situation or player that you're playing against. But in a pug, you're not playing against the other players, right? You're just using your best play possible. That's sort of more generic, that'll work against everybody. That's sort of the valuable stuff about watching those demos versus tier 1. And if there's anyone's pug demos I recommend, it's always m0nesy. He's always in the workshop. He's always trying new stuff, and he's always executing new stuff really, really well. So that's a cool one to watch. And again, this is gonna be the last video before the site goes down for construction. Stay tuned, give us your email, get that password. Don't miss out on the 22nd. We've got a big change coming. It's gonna be great, and new collection and everything. Appreciate you guys. Make sure to check out the sponsor, Azone, and the next thing coming up is going to be Laos Top 20 of 2023. It's going to be just the top 10 in videos with a separate video for 20 to 11. That's going to be released in I don't want to put a hard date on that, but that's going to be released pretty soon, coming into Christmas. I hope you guys are having a fantastic holiday, and you can enjoy the time off if you get any. Right now it's busy season, I'm sure, for a lot of us as we grind our ass to work extra hours and everything like that, but it'll all soon be a little bit more chill. So enjoy the time off, enjoy time with your family, friends, whatever it is, hanging out on Discord, playing games, whatever the case may be. Let's get through it. Let's get through another winter.